Hi everyone and welcome. This is Amira Salon and this is my video course for Amira's Love Oracle card reading. I've taught this workshop worldwide to people in workshop situations. So I'm bringing this course to you so you can learn to read my cards easily and effortlessly with my online video course. These are Amira's Love Oracle cards. They come in the box with a guidebook inside the box and 44 colourful cards inside the box. It comes with a little guidebook inside the box, which is this. It has instructions in there and a general manual of how to read the cards and also the description of each card in the deck. So what I'd like you to do first with your cards is just energize your cards, of putting your energy into them, focusing on your cards and putting a blessing on your cards, making them your own. It's always good to touch your cards, each and every individual card, to just imprint your own energy into them. Some tarot readers or oracle card readers like to tap the cards 3 times to erase previous energy that has been locked in the cards from other people using them. You're most welcome to do that as well. So it's like this. It's just 3 taps and you can energetically clear your cards from any previous readings or any previous energy. How to keep or store your cards is another question. You can store or keep your cards out in the open in a nice pile and place your favorite crystal on top of the cards, and that will also clear or energize them. Just make sure that your crystal has been cleansed and is also energized and clear and pure as well. So you can keep your cards in a little pouch. There's many pouches that are sold at different individual esoteric bookstores, or you can even buy them online. So you can choose whatever pouch that you particularly like. I just like to keep my cards and store them just with a crystal placed on top of them like this. Today I've used an aventurine crystal, but you can use any crystal you like. When you're choosing or selecting your cards, have the intention of a nice open-ended question. So choose the cards with your left hand because it's the unconscious or subconscious mind. Lay them out in a fan shape. Choose the cards individually face down and ask a specific question, but make it an open-ended question. For example, I would like to know more about my love life. Can you tell me something about my love life? Can you tell me something about my life in general? What's coming up for me in the next 3 to 6 months? What's coming up for me this week? You can use an open-ended question like that. A closed-ended question would be something like, is Tony going to marry me? Or is Mary going to come tonight? Or how does that person feel about me? You can get a specific answer to that, but it's going to lock the cards into a closed-ended answer. It's better to keep the answer open and fluid, so then you'll get more information and you're not locking yourself into a closed answer where maybe you won't be able to interpret it for yourself. It is easier to interpret for other people. And I always believe when you're doing a reading, you ask your angels and your guides to work with you from spirit. You also ask the angels and guides of the person you're working with or working for to assist you as well. And they will. Always trust you'll have your angel energy that comes with you. Always trust that your angels or guides are working with you. If you don't believe in angels or guides, you can just ask for Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is a generic archangel and he works with everybody. So you can ask for Archangel Michael to give you some specific answers to some open-ended questions or a general question. It's always good to use the cards on a velvet or velvet plush style covering or material. Okay, so the first thing to do is to shuffle the cards or mix the cards thoroughly. You can do that any way you would like to. The first spread or layout we are going to do with the cards is the 3 card reading which normally is past, present, and future. You cut the cards with your left hand into 3 piles. You turn over the top card in each pile and you read the cards from left to right, past, present, future. For the 7 card story, you select 7 cards with the left hand, focusing on your question or topic. You lay them out in order of your selection from left to right. That one wants to come out. And feel into the cards and see where you like or where you're drawn. 7. Then flip the cards over in sequence. So here we've got the work card, friendship card, travel, ice queen, past love, brunette female, and new love. For the question or topic that you're focused on, the card should read from left to right with some sort of story or topic regarding your question. For a very, very simple layout, you can do a 1 card question. So with your left hand, you focus on your question and you pick 1 card. And you should get your answer. Another way of doing a 1 card layout is simply cutting the cards with your left hand, choosing the card on the bottom deck, flipping it over, and you have your answer. So it's very, very simple, very, very easy to use Amira's Love Oracle cards. And don't forget, to be a great reader is practice. Practice with your friends and family, and there's no right or wrong. You can experiment with the cards and see what comes up for you. Hope you have lots of fun and enjoy. What I'm going to be doing is go through the cards with you and pick out some of the cards that some people have questions about in my workshops, so you'll get to know the inside information. What I'd like you to do first is go through your card deck. Select any cards in the deck that don't make any sense to you on face value. I've chosen some cards for you that often come up in workshops where people like to question, Amira, what does that card mean exactly? And I'll explain more about the card to you. I've chosen some cards for you to show you. The first card I've chosen for you is the past life card. The past life card has an Egyptian theme to it, so it can have some resonance with Egyptian people or the country Egypt. It can be something to do with a past life, a connection with a person in a past life, or a past life experience in your reading, or it can be about somebody in your past in this life. The next card we have is the short-term card. The short-term card can alarm some people because they go, oh my God, is it going to be a short-term relationship? Not necessarily. It looks like a clock ticking, so there can be an issue about time. So you could feel like you've got a time situation. It could happen in a quick time or something that might come about in a short time frame. It can also mean that it might be just a very short-term relationship. That can happen as well. And it doesn't necessarily mean that this type of relationship or question is going to end in heartbreak and tears, as the card indicates a heartbreak here. It can just be that you're under time pressure. So don't take this card literally. You can interpret it any way you wish. Okay, our next card is the open relationship card. Now, the open relationship for somebody who is single can be that you're just open to a relationship, or you're keeping your eye out for some sort of a relationship to come into your life. If you have a specific sort of question about your current love situation and you've been with somebody for a long time and they haven't committed to you, and you ask about that person and your love life in general, and you get the open relationship card, it can just mean that that person might be looking for an open relationship or hasn't actually got to the stage of commitment. And my opinion on that is if the person hasn't talked about commitment within 3 to 6 months, then they just want an open relationship. It's not going to develop into anything else. I often get asked about the dark male. He looks very exotic, doesn't he? And gorgeous. A dark male can be anyone of their cultural background that might have a dark skin tone or just very simply dark hair, dark eyes. He doesn't necessarily have to be Indian or from an African background. He can just be somebody with dark hair and dark eyes. But because we have so many people in the world, it just covers every type of nationality you can imagine. The union card. The union card can be about marriage. It can be about a serious relationship. In a work sense or a work context, it can mean a new contract coming in for work or something solid or permanent being established in your workplace. This card can be especially good luck for somebody who's going for a new position, a new job, a job interview. They want to know if they're going to get a new position soon. It's saying yes, they definitely will, because they've got a union card here. It means it's going to consolidate and be like a permanent, committed type of relationship. So that can be personal or business. And also notice the rings here. The rings can be quite significant or something significant to you. We have the control card here. Looks like a puppet on a string. And it can mean that you're controlled by a situation or circumstance or person. So it can be about also you being controlling. So it could be about letting go of your control, or it could be about taking your control or power back in a situation that you might be in regarding either a relationship, a work situation, a family situation. This is a really nice one. This is the Ice King. The Ice King to me is an entrepreneur, a business person, a boss or father figure. If he comes up in your cards, it means somebody who is established. He could either be helping you, he's come into your cards for a reason. If you ask about a possible future relationship, it's about somebody coming into your life. He would be either an entrepreneur. He doesn't necessarily have to be an older or mature person. He could be a young entrepreneur as well. He's either a boss, father figure, or somebody who manages people or works in a company where he's a higher up manager. You can see the lion here as well. So he could be under the sign of Leo. He could also be from a cooler or colder climate. So from the northern hemisphere, somewhere really icy and cold in winter. So somewhere like England, Scandinavia, Germany, Germanic background. Could be somebody from North America like Canada, the north part of the US. So somewhere that they have snow in winter. So just keep that one in mind as well. Okay, the Beauty Queen. The Beauty Queen is one of my favorite cards because this is all about working with the television and media. It's also about being on stage, being in the public eye. It's very, very good for dancers, people who are dancing, performing, acting, modeling, reporting, journalists, for example. Anyone who is on the stage or in the public eye in their workplace, for example, a trainer. You might work for a big corporation and you have to train a whole group of people about a certain topic. So that could very well be you. If you can't quite fit this card, it might be just about talking to people, training people, people coming to you for advice. The Beauty Queen also in a relationship sense is about being put on a pedestal, somebody looking up to you, somebody who finds you adorable, somebody who finds you beautiful. Whether you're male or female, you can actually take this card. The New Love card is like a beautiful heart. It could be a crystal, a rose quartz, a gemstone, and it's floating in on air. So the New Love is something whizzing into your life really quickly. The New Love card can be a work project, a new work project coming into your life, starting something that you've been dreaming about, the launch of something new, a new business launch, for example, something creative. It can be a new person coming into your life, something beautiful happening, something new, something fresh. If the new love comes up in a love reading, it's somebody you've never met before. Okay, now we've got the Wallflower. The Wallflower can confuse some people. The Wallflower is all about not living up to your full potential. And your full potential could be a physical situation where you're not really looking after yourself, you're not looking your best, or it could be that you're not actually making an effort to do what you need to do to get the results in your life that you're looking for. So the Wallflower is telling you not to sit back on the sidelines, to participate in life and to take action, to get yourself together, to make some action, to take some steps in the right direction to create what you want. It can also be about somebody being shy as well. So if this comes up and you're not quite sure how to place it, it could be just describing somebody who's a little shy, a little reserved, and that could be one of their personality traits. The Friendship card. The Friendship card is about networking, working together with friends, cooperating with people. It's about somebody possibly giving you a hand or helping you in some way. It's about collaborating, co-creating with people. If it comes up in a relationship reading, for example, how am I going to meet somebody new? When is it going to happen? Give me a relationship situation. How is my next love going to come into my life? If friendship comes up in your love reading, it could be that you're going to meet somebody through friends, through networking or contacts as well. So it's always good to go out and network if you're getting this card for either work or personal. Okay, the Ice Queen. The Ice Queen can often trick people as well. They take it sort of literally that it's like an ominous card or something wrong with it. Okay, so the Ice Queen here is somebody who is very in control of herself. It can also be a mother, mother-in-law, or a divorced female. It can also mean literally to be more discerning about your love life or your love situation, to not be so easily pushed over or malleable in a situation. So if you've pulled the Ice Queen about a tricky situation, it's saying to be more discerning in your life about situation, people, places and things, and to maybe take more control of your life as well. The Ice Queen is also an indication or maybe an idea to seek some advice from a female figure, whether she's somebody you look up to as a mother, mother-in-law, or a female boss, for example. The dating card here is a lovely card. For a work situation, it's about meeting somebody, having a business meeting, and coming together to discuss something. For a dating or love situation, it's about going out, enjoying yourself, treating yourself, going out on dates, and being available to dating and meeting somebody, or being asked out on a date. The other thing here is the full moon. So it could be a timing indication in a reading about a full moon situation. So something might come to you around a full moon. The True Gem card is about crystals, gemstones, and a true gem is literally a valuable person in your life. So if he comes up or she comes up in a love reading, it's saying a true gem is coming in. They're really going to be great, good person, good value, fabulous choice for you to go with. It can also indicate somebody who works with crystals or gemstones. Could be a jeweler or somebody who's selling some sort of crystals and gemstones. Could be crystal bowl healing as well, something to do with crystals. It can also be something about you bringing more crystals into your life as well, or you being a true gem. The Triangle card is so curious, isn't it? It's about choices. The Triangle card is about choices between two different things, two different options. It could be moving from one place to the other. It could be about two different people. If you're dating a few different people, you might have, in the end, a choice between two different people you're going to have to make your mind up about who is the right person for you. So with the Triangle card, it's always good to have choices, and it's always saying to take your time and make the right decision between these two different options or multiple options that might come up for you. The Karma card is about doors opening, opportunities coming into your life. You can see these beautiful arches here and the door opening. It's also about karma being released in your life, letting go of karma, letting go of karmic situations and relationships, letting go of things that you no longer need. And with that letting go of the karma, new opportunities will come into your life really, really fast. Now, the twin flame for me is about the highest level of relationship. A twin flame relationship should be easy, effortless, and it should just flow. Normally, you will know when you've met your twin flame. Okay, the soulmate card is interesting because I believe we have many different soulmates in this lifetime. The soulmate is a little different from the twin flame. The soulmate is definitely a strong, intense relationship, can be a very karmic relationship. It could be somebody who's meant to come in your life to learn a lesson from or through. Some people also marry their soulmates, but the twin flame is evidently a little bit more elevated and higher than a soulmate relationship. But soulmate relationships can be fantastic. So whether you get the soulmate or the twin flame, you're onto a good thing. The gossip card is about hearing things through the grapevine. It's also a little warning about not to get involved in gossip, not to talk too much about your personal business, and not to listen to too much gossip, not to instigate gossip, not to be part of the cause and creation of it. Sometimes gossip can be really unnecessary and take things right out of proportion. If this card comes up regarding how you're going to meet somebody for relationship, this could be quite simply, you're going to meet them by hearing about the person through the grapevine. So it could be through a friend, an acquaintance, or do you know this person? And it could just flow from there. They might introduce you, or you might just hear about somebody before they actually come in. Okay, the obstacle card often throws people off a little bit. Obstacles are set in our path to slow us down, to make us look, listen, and watch the signposts of our life. So it might just be putting a little obstacle in the mix for you to actually look at where you're going, where you're heading, and gives you an opportunity to remove the obstacle or unblock something that is stopping you from achieving your goals and your success. Okay, the Dating Queen is one of my favorite cards as well. The Dating Queen is receiving an abundance of opportunity, very Jupiterian, lots of opportunities coming in for the Dating Queen. So if you are dating, you might be getting a lot of opportunities from people, a lot of offers. If it's a work question, you could be getting a lot of offers regarding your work. So if somebody's unemployed or you're looking for a new job and you're currently employed with somebody else, it could very well mean that you're going to get more than one or two or three other offers of opportunities of where you can go from where you are. So in a love question, if the past love card comes up for you and you are single or you're asking about somebody from the past, it could be that this person from your past is going to reappear in your life. They may just come back for another chapter. I always believe it's not over till it's over. Sometimes we have one more chapter to go before we're ready to let go of that person. Other than that, it could be just something coming from your past. In a work-related question, it could be a past contact or a past workplace or boss asks you to come back and work with them. Or if you're a contractor, it could be you have a past client who asks you to come back and work with them on a specific project. So I hope you've enjoyed my online course for AMIRA'S Love Oracle card readings. You're welcome to follow my weekly readings on YouTube to get some more ideas and inspirations about how to read the cards. The cards are available for sale on Amazon, eBay, and through my website on the link below. You can use the cards in any way you wish to interpret them. They're your cards. So anything that comes to you, anything that you see through the cards or that you experience through the cards is unique to you, and you can interpret the cards any way you wish. Nothing is right or wrong, so it's up to you to use the cards in the way that you wish to use them. I have a range of courses that you might like to look at and enjoy and learn more from, and they're all interconnected because we are all interconnected. I have courses about relationships, about dating, about spiritual life or living a spiritual life for everyday people, and many other different topics. So I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to keep your flirt on.